What's up, tea drinkers? Who's ready to spill? Welcome to The Tea with KG, hosted by your girl, Kaylee Grace. Here you'll find your weekly boost of real talk mixed with laughter, healing, and all of those vulnerable, messy moments in between. The Tea with KG is a safe space for you to show up exactly as you are. We are here to share real-life stories from around the globe and be a community of love, joy, and celebrating life. This is a real deal show, so there will be coarse language and sensitive topics discussed. The most beautiful stories oftentimes emerge from the darkest of places, and we're here to explore it all. There's room for everyone at this tea time, so grab your drink of choice, spark it up, or just relax and soak it up. Cheers, and let's spill. What's up, tea drinkers? We are back with another episode of The Tea with KG. I'm your host, Kaylee Grace, and I'm coming at you with a little solo sesh today. It's been a minute since we've had some quality one-on-one time, tea drinkers. And what better reason to have a solo sesh than to celebrate cracking the top 10 percentile? Whoop, whoop. I wish I had some sort of sound effect to go with this amazing accomplishment. And you know what? It's all because of you guys. Every single one of you who tune in every Tuesday for your Tuesday tea time. None of this would be possible without you. So this episode, it's all about the gratitude. It's all about expressing my thanks to you. And also, of course, we'll touch on some awesome goodness that gratitude gives us in life. But I just wanted to start this off with purely expressing my deepest and truest gratitude to each and every one of you listeners. Thank you for bringing your beautiful energy in every Tuesday. And I just thank you from the bottom of my heart. This means the world to me. And it just means even more that so many of you are resonating and connecting and, you know, loving what we're putting out there. And that being said, I also want to thank my amazing guests that I've had so far. Each and every single one of you are so beautiful and unique, and you've all had such incredible stories to share with us, and you've all created such an amazing impact on the world. And it's just amazing that you brought your light to me and allowed me to share it with the world. So I want to thank all of the guests as well, because again, none of this would be possible without all of y'all, you know? So I'm so happy. This episode is literally just going to be pure joy, celebrating gratitude, celebrating cracking that top 10 percentile. I was shocked. I didn't even realize that's where we were at. You know, podcasting is still very new to your girl. We're still learning. And I mean, I think I'm a forever student as is, so I'll always be open to learning and getting better. And with this, you know, that's the only way we're going, is all the way up. There's so much more I know that I can improve on and I can learn, but I thank you all so much for being with me on this ride. We're going to ride this wave, and you guys have been here from day one. You know, this is episode number 25. We haven't even been doing this for 6 months yet, so we are the OG crew, and I love that you are all so supportive, because it truly does mean the world. And anyone out there who is a creative or who's, you know, putting themselves out there, I'm sure you can relate when you have, you know, that beautiful support, that amazing, awesome energy of, you know, your people coming together to support you. There's just no better feeling than that. And it just really helps me feel like I'm on the right path within my alignment. You know, it feels so right. I love doing it. I love getting to connect with people, you know, people that I know, people I don't know, and just get to share their stories and maybe help someone along the way. And that's the point, right? We're all just walking each other home. I don't want anyone to ever feel alone in what they're going through, because I guarantee someone is going through the same thing, or they have been through something similar. And you know, we can find people who we can relate to, who we can be inspired by and be like, you know what? They were in my position at one time, and look at them now. I want to be that. And you know what? Even speaking on my own behalf, some of my darkest moments, I had those people who I could look to or, you know, connect with, and they had been through something similar. And it really gave me hope in those dark hours. You know, the dark night of the soul, it can be a very challenging time when you're dealing with that and going through your journey and whatever lessons that you're learning and whatever hardships you may be going through, to know that there's hope out there. I'm going to get emotional right now. I can feel it. But to know that there's hope out there and there's people who get you. It's so important. As a humankind, we're made to connect. And yes, of course, it's great to have alone time, but we need connection. That's how we grow and learn and be better. And that's another thing that I hope to accomplish with this podcast and, telling our stories. That's how we get there. So I know that we talk about gratitude a lot on this podcast. It's such an amazing thing. It's so key in life, when it comes to manifestation, the law of attraction, your mindset, your relationships. It's science, bitch. Gratitude is science. I know I'm a magical, mystical being and I believe in all the magical things. So for someone like me, I know that gratitude results in so many things. But there are others out there who are much more logical than I am, and they need more of a scientific basis for their, for their life. And that's cool. Whatever floats your boat. We're all different, and that's totally cool. We are all here for a reason, and the fact that we're all different is a beautiful thing in my mind. But it is science, for all of the logical people out there, that when you practice gratitude, it can help you feel more positive emotions. It can improve your health, helps you deal with life's problems, build your stronger relationships, reduces stress, anxiety, depression. It just overall increases your general well-being and can help your resilience. And again, speaking from my own experience, gratitude has got me through some of the hardest times in my life. And I would bet any one of you sitting there, if you're having a bad day, I mean, yes, sometimes it's difficult to bring yourself out of it. But if you sit there and genuinely, with intention, think of at least one thing, but we're going to go with the number 3. 3 things you're grateful for, and they don't have to be huge things. They can be little things. I literally express my gratitude when it's sunny out. I love when it's sunny out. Totally makes a difference in my day. Helps my mental health, and it makes me happy, My dog, everybody knows how much Benson means to me. He might as well have the little co-host hat on this podcast, because he always makes an appearance for those who watch on YouTube, and I usually say something. So even if you're listening, he's always here, and he's right here right now. We just got in from a beautiful walk outside, and again, I was so grateful for the walk, so grateful to be outdoors in nature and just connect and ground myself. And it's just amazing. So you know what? Without even trying, I listed 3 things. Grateful for sunshine, my dog, and going out for a walk. Easy peasy, right? And it can, of course, be the big things. Like in your relationships. I think that's so huge because, we've all been through the ringer with relationships. That's how we learn. It's how we figure out what we really want. It's how we figure out what we don't want. It's not a bad thing to go through breakups. As challenging as they are and as difficult as some of my past relationships have been, I don't regret any of them because it's gotten me to where I am now. And I know I needed to learn those lessons that I learned within those relationships. And, my partner I'm with now is the best and healthiest relationship of my life and so full of love and laughter and happiness. And I'm just I sit back and I'm like, wow, I've waited a long time to find him. And I express my gratitude to him all the time. And sometimes he's like, babe, it's just it's just normal. It's just, I'm being considerate, or I'm this or that, or whatever it is he's doing. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not necessarily normal for all of us. I haven't experienced this before. So I express my gratitude to him a lot, but it means so much to me because, again, I think when you've had those experiences that maybe weren't the best, when you have something that does align with you and does enhance your happiness and does bring out your best, you're like, damn, this is freaking amazing. And I think that's something that we can all do and learn from is, in our relationships. It doesn't have to even be your romantic partner. It can be your friendship, your family, whatever. We all have human connections, right? Express your gratitude to your people. Whoever they are, express your gratitude to them, because I guarantee it's not only going to make you feel amazing, it's going to make them feel amazing. Because I don't know, as people, I'm like, do we do that enough? Do we express our gratitude to people enough? Because I know we express gratitude, we might have our own little practices we do, but say it loud, say it proud, express it to your people. After you're done listening to this podcast, go tell your people how grateful you are. Or even hit pause and go tell them right now. It's just such a great thing to do in your relationship, to develop it further, to enhance the happiness, and showing appreciation just goes such a long way. Like, think about even in your workplace. If you have a workplace environment where they express their appreciation and gratitude to you, it's going to create such a beautiful, awesome environment where you truly feel valued and you truly feel like you make a difference. And speaking from experience, not all workplaces are like that. They don't value you. You're just a number. And that's really disheartening. And I mean, we're all different, so we all respond differently to different things. But I know for myself, I respond really well to positive reinforcement. And when I know, not that I need to hear it, but no, let's erase that. I think I do need to hear it. I've always been tough. Like, I'm very soft and sensitive, but like when it comes to professional workplace environments, I'm always thinking that your boss or your manager, they know best. Oh, I'm just lucky to be here. Like, I guess not now so much, but in my past, I definitely had that mindset that I think is kind of drilled into us when we're thinking of jobs. It's almost like you're lucky. Let's just scratch all that. They're lucky to have you. You are the prize. The employer is not the prize. You're the prize. But I feel like our society definitely does not frame things that way per se. Maybe more so now, but not back when I was younger. So I always had like that, I say tough, I don't know if that's the right word, but that like tough mindset that, I didn't need to hear any of that. I would just work and be awesome. But when I look back, I'm like, no, like I 100% need to hear it. I don't need it all day, every day, but I definitely need to hear it. And I think as a humankind, it's just kind of human nature. Like, it's good to hear you're appreciated, or that you're doing a good job, or that, they value you. And it doesn't mean that, you're not doing a good job without that. But when you get that little boost, what's wrong with that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we should all show our appreciation, because really, and when you look, I love doing this. I do this a lot. I'm a big picture thinker regardless. But when you take a step back and look at the big picture, all of the BS in life, it doesn't matter. It's how you moved as a person, and how you treat those who you care for, and how you treat a stranger on the street. When you walk in gratitude and live in gratitude, it just transforms everything, It can transform your mindset from scarcity to abundance. It can just make you more thankful each day that you have this day, and be present with it. You don't have to, look too far ahead when you're thinking of your gratitude. You can be right here in this moment. For instance, I'm grateful for all of you guys listening right now, in this moment, being present with me. And it's just beautiful and it's amazing. So when it comes to gratitude, there's lots of different ways that you can integrate this into your life. Because like I said, we're all different. What works for me isn't going to work for everybody, and that's totally fine. And I welcome what other people do for practices. Hit me up. Let me know. I want to know. I love integrating new things in. And sometimes you might try something. You're like, no, not for me. But then you might try something else and be like, fuck yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. This is the tea. This is what's up. So a few different things that I do is I journal. And, you can do this in the morning. You can do it in the evening. Do it whenever you feel like it. It's your day. It's your time. But if you have gratitude journaling in a practice, it's just great. And sometimes too, you'll find once you start writing, you just kind of let it flow and you might release some things that no longer serve you in the process, which is win-win. Actually, one of my guests that I had on, Amanda Brooks, I think she was episode 20. I'd have to look back and double check. But she is a yoga instructor and a meditation instructor. My God, I can't even speak today. Instructor. And she offers a lot of online services. And I know she has a gratitude journal within her services. It's the Third Eye Butterfly. So if you want to check out, I believe she has the gratitude journal for free. I can't remember, but she does have some freebies out there. And I do believe the gratitude journal is one of them. So look her up, Third Eye Butterfly. Check her out if you're looking for just, something to guide you. It's a great guide. Another great way, I do this probably the most, is just expressing it through prayer, or, I am always like, God, universe, Mother Gaia, divine, source, guardian angels, everyone who looks after me, the universe. Like, I definitely just believe in a higher power. And I express my gratitude all the time. Like, I talk out loud or I'll talk in my head and I'll just express it, especially, if you're praying for things, express gratitude within your prayers always, because your angels or whoever it is that looks after you is going to hear that. And that's how you open up those channels of alignment, is express the gratitude and be open to receiving. And that's, again, part of like manifestation and the law of attraction. You say it as if it's already done, and then you express your gratitude, and not only express it, but like feel it in your bones, feel it deep, deep, deep in your body, like what it would feel like when it happens, but state it as if it's already done, and always, always, always be grateful. And that will help with manifesting all of your dreams. Another thing we mentioned earlier, express it to your people. Tell those people you love and care for how grateful you are for them, how much you appreciate them. And compliments do it too. Like, it doesn't matter what the compliment is. It could be, you have a beautiful soul. I love your smile. I love how funny you are. I'm so grateful that you always make me laugh. I'm so grateful that you're so caring. Whatever. There's 1,000,001 compliments. I love complimenting people because it's my favorite, And it's so easy to compliment people. There's always something genuine I can find about someone that I can compliment them on. And I mean it, because I want to make people's days better. I want to give them a little boost, because you never know what someone is going through or what their day has been like. And maybe that little boost made their entire day so much better, or put things back in perspective for them, or made them realize, okay, I got this. I can keep going. There are good people out there. You know what I mean? And kindness costs nothing. Another great thing for gratitude practices is just like leaving yourself little notes. I did this a lot after some bad trauma in my life. I just needed anything and everything I could to get me out of that and help me heal and drag me out of the mud and bloom like the beautiful lotus flower that I am. So I left like notes. They weren't necessarily gratitude notes, but I would put notes to be like, you are enough, or you got this, you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are whatever. And it really did help. It's like those positive affirmations, right? They can really help make a difference in your day and in your life. And like we talk about often here, your brain is like a muscle. When you go to the gym, you're not going to get those defined muscles immediately. It's just not the T. It's not how our bodies work. And that's a good thing, because you have to work for them. And then you're going to feel so freaking good when you're like, damn, I accomplished that. I honored my body and my health, and I accomplished that with hard work and perseverance. It's the exact same thing with your brain. When you're trying to rework your brain, like, we all go through things and we all have to rework our brain. Oh my God, even myself. I still have to rework my brain on things, If I let myself go down the rabbit hole and obsess, I gotta be like, girl, why'd you do that? I'm throwing you the lifeline. Let's get you out of there. Like, why did you even go down that pathway? Because you're just going down there to sabotage yourself. So you need to stop that right now. So, it's never a perfect journey, but when it comes to gratitude and expressing it and integrating it into your life, it is possible. Like I said, though, it's not necessarily everybody's first and natural way of thinking. Some people it is. Some people it might come easier to. That's the same with the gym. Some people might be really good at squats. Other people might be better at sit-ups, you know? We're all made different. So with our gratitude, the same thing, you know? If you integrate it into your life in a way that works for you, no matter what that is, no matter what that looks like, you know, maybe you have a gratitude dance you do. I don't know. If you do have one, share it with your girl. You know she loves to dance, so I want to see the gratitude dances. That should be a new TikTok challenge, shouldn't it? Watch that. Maybe it already is, but if it isn't, maybe it'll be one after this podcast. But whatever your gratitude looks like to you, do it for yourself and try and be as consistent as possible, because with enough consistency, it will be a habitual thing that you just do. It just might take time, and it's okay if it takes you longer than others. It's not a comparison thing. It's not anything in life. We're not here to compare. Everybody's journey is their own. And I know that can be so challenging and difficult, especially with social media at our fingertips and being able to, you know, look at people's highlight reel, and it can be difficult not to compare. But with your journey, let it be your own and honor yourself and give yourself grace, because we all take our time to do what we're meant to do. And I can relate to not being the most patient with myself in that regard as well. Like, oh my God, sometimes, you know, when you want something or you have these huge dreams, you're like, I just want it now. And it's like, that's not how it works sometimes. And it can be so discouraging. I have been there. It can be, you know, you get that imposter syndrome sometimes. You're like, what am I doing? Who do I think I am? Like, who am I to think that I belong in this circle? And those thoughts, those voices, they're going to be there, but you don't have to entertain them. It's like when RuPaul talks about the saboteur. I look, but I don't stare. And I'm like, that makes so much sense, because, you know, you can glance, be like, okay, all right, I see you over there, but I'm going to go do this. You do not run me. I run the show, and I'm going to do what's here for my highest good. And, you know, at the center of it all, gratitude will always be there. It's always going to be a beacon of light that we can share with others and also share with ourselves. Share with your past loved ones. Share with whoever you pray to. Gratitude is something that can be shared with absolutely everyone. Share it with your pets, you know? Share it with your kids, your parents, your friends, your loved ones, your partners, whoever, you know, a stranger. Express some gratitude, some appreciation. And, you know, a great place to do this as well is like when you're getting service somewhere. So, you know, whether it be a restaurant or maybe the auto shop, if they do a great job, let them know. I've done a lot of customer service in my life, so maybe that's why it's so, I don't know, it's second nature to me. If I get great service somewhere, I tell them. I always do, even if I'm on the phone with like a phone company or a bank or whatever. If they're amazing, I tell them. And I can't count how many times they are like so appreciative, because again, it just lets people know you're doing a great job and you should be celebrated. And maybe because I love celebrating people so much too, that's why I just love complimenting and expressing gratitude, because it's a celebration of who that person is and something that they're awesome at or something they naturally are just rocking. Like, it's just a no-brainer to me. Express that gratitude, express the love, and it'll come back to you tenfold. So I think we're going to call that tea time for our little solo tea time sesh today, everyone. I just really wanted to hop on and, of course, first and foremost, express how grateful I am for each and every one of you, listeners and guests. You are all amazing, beautiful, kick-ass souls, and I'm just so happy that you believe in me and you're choosing to give me some of your time and put me on when you're in the car, at the gym, when you're out for your walk, when you're cleaning, whenever it is that you listen and when you tune in to the Tea with KG. I appreciate it. The love is felt, the support is felt, and I just love this amazing community that we are building, where we have a little less judgment and a little more compassion, right? That's the way we roll here. This is a place to be open and real about our demons and what we deal with, but also to celebrate the shit out of everybody, because that's what's up. no matter what your story is, So I love each and every one of you. I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart. We're going to have another amazing guest out next week. I just wanted to jump in and do a little quick solo sesh here in the middle just to celebrate our top 10 percentile. And we're going all the way up. We're going to the top 1 percentile, guys. Like, that's what's up. We are going to go there. And I just can't wait to see where we're at even in a year. It's going to be incredible to see how we've grown and how we've moved together. And again, you OG tea drinkers, I just truly, truly, truly thank each and every one of you for joining me on this amazing journey. So I'm sending you love and light as always. And I can't wait to see you next time. Have a great one.